Okay, so this story is the first time I really experienced true forgiveness. So in high school, there was a girl who I didn't like, and it started because I thought she was sleeping with my boyfriend, and I used to be friends with her. Like, we were really good friends for, I don't know, maybe not really good friends, but we were like pretty good friends for probably 2 years or something. And then later in high school, I got a boyfriend, and I thought she was sleeping with him, so I was like, we're not friends anymore. Well, that was after we like stopped being friends, because our friends group separated. So anyway, this happened, and then some other things happened, like high school drama, family drama, other types of things. But I like hated this girl, and I continued to hate her. And what happened one day is, I think it was after high school. I know it was in the summer, but like before any of us had cars, I got on the bus. So like in my town, here's the city, like the downtown. Here's my house, and then over here is where she worked at the grocery store. She actually did work at a grocery store. So she gets on the bus over here, and then I get on the bus over here, and then I see her on the bus, and she was like out of my head, out of my thoughts. And as soon as I saw her, I was like enraged and like furious, and I wanted to kill her. I was so mad. And then in that same moment, I like could see myself being like that, and I hated it. I was like, oh my god, like, how am I so enraged and so consumed to the point where I like am gonna, like, I was ready to like fight her, and like, but at the same time I'm thinking like, I can't do that, I'll get kicked off the bus, like that would be bad. Because there's not another bus that I could take if I had to go anywhere. So I just could see myself more clearly in that moment, and I like hated who I was being, like as like a crazy angry person. And so I sat down and I started praying, and this is like instantaneous almost. I was like, I can't change myself, like to the Most High, like just talking to him. And I was like, I can't change myself, but I can't live like this anymore. Like, I need your help to change me, because I suck. And in this moment, from like my house over here to the grocery store over here, which is probably 7 minutes, maybe 12 minutes in a bus, because they drive the speed limit and also slower with traffic. Like in that short amount of time, I like was talking to God, right? And I like burst into tears and had like a real repentant heart. And you know, just what I said. I burst into tears on the bus, like in front of a bunch of people, and I didn't care because I was like going through my own thing, working out my heart with the Most High. And so that's what happened. I like could see myself clearly how evil I was, and I hated it. Like it almost felt like it like grieved my spirit or like hurt my heart, but at the same time it like, that was the first time I remember ever having a real, like, being able to clearly see myself in all my evilness. And so that happened, and I burst into tears, and I prayed to God to like change me because like I'm so evil and I can't change it myself. I need you to help me. And obviously I have a savior and it's his sacrifice that covers all my sins. But when that happens, it's also like involves a growing process. No, I don't have to tell you all this. So that happened, and in that moment, from the time I got to my house to we got to the grocery store, I repented of that, of like hating this girl, and after that, I was able to forgive her, and I can't exactly remember when it happened. It was probably that moment. I just am not remembering it clearly. But after I had that experience, I was able to forgive her. And then probably like 2 or 3 years later, I was walking at the top of the hill, either up or down the hill. And I think I was walking up the hill. And I was talking to God about it. Something. I was talking to God, and then this popped into my head. And I was like, why did I ever hate her? Why did I ever hate her? Like, I couldn't remember it. Which I would say, if you have an experience like this, if the Most High takes something away from you, don't try to remember it, because I regret doing that, because I couldn't remember. I was like, I really had to think hard about it, why I didn't like her, and then I remembered, and I was like, oh, that's why. And I should have never thought of it, because he took that away from me, and, sometimes you take things back, and you're not supposed to do that. Just FYI, but, that happened, and when I had that thought, that's the time when I was like, I need to apologize to her. And it was that's when I got the conviction. It must have been like probably 2012, 2013, 14, 15, like, I don't know. But it was a long time ago. And so, yeah, I was like, oh, I have to apologize to her, like, I don't want to do that. Like, it's gonna be, like, awkward, but, like, I knew I needed to do it, okay? And I was like, okay, well, maybe, like, the next time I see her. But then I'm like, no, because I did see her again after that. No, I don't want to apologize. And then again, no, now's not the time. Like, just procrastinating. And so then Christina was talking in the prayer meeting, telling her story. And I was like, you know what? I should do this now, and I'll just get it done and over with. So I did that, like, during the conference call. Dan was mostly holding my phone, but he got up, and then I grabbed my phone and I messaged her on Facebook Messenger, which is funny because Christina was saying something about Facebook Messenger too, and how she was like communicating. And so that's what I did. And yeah, I was like, okay, well, that's good, that's done with. And then later in the conference call, Dwayne started talking about basically harboring negative emotions after school. Like, after high school, when you, like, move on with your life, you're still, like, angry about all this other crap that happened in life. And when he said that, I thought of another incident with Savannah. And so what happened in middle school, I was probably in 7th or 8th grade, probably 8th grade. And, yeah, I must have been in 8th grade. I had a bottle of dirt perfume, which smells nasty, and that's the reason why I had it, is because I was like, what is this? Like, who even thinks to invent perfume that's like this? And so I stole it from the store because I was like, I wanted to show my friends, like, what is this? Like, no, like, it's not normal. It's like so unusual to have dirt perfume, and it smelled gross, and everyone thought it smelled gross. And so I took it to school with me, and I sprayed it all over Savannah during our lunch. It was so mean. And that's it. I was like, I don't even know how it started, but something. She was around, and I just was like, now you're gonna smell like dirt all day. Like, laughed hysterically. And so when Dwayne said that, I thought of her, and I also messaged her and apologized for doing that because that was really mean. So yeah. Yeah, it's really not funny, but it's kind of funny. Like, I was such a mean kid. Oh my goodness, what's wrong with me? I would highly recommend don't ever do that to anyone. And yeah, I am sorry about it. Because I was just a mean person. So yeah, that's all. That's all I had to say in this video. Shalom!